Stop everything. Scientists are staring at an object in space that shouldn't exist. Three-eye atlas, wider than 8 Earths, glowing brighter than any comet ever seen, is hurtling toward the sun, and it refuses to break apart. Its chemical makeup, its massive laser-like beam, and its impossible survival are rewriting the rules of physics before our eyes. At first, it seems simple. A new interstellar visitor, humanity's third confirmed comet from beyond our solar system. Exciting, yes, but ordinary. That narrative shattered within days. The data coming in from observatories worldwide began revealing behavior that defied every law we thought governed celestial bodies. Its trajectory alone is staggering, hyperbolic, a precise curve proving it came from another star system, another galaxy of unimaginable emptiness. The odds of spotting such an object millions, perhaps billions of years traveling are comparable to finding a single grain of sand among every beach on Earth. Yet here it is. Then the brightness readings arrived, not gradual, not predictable, but exploding, literally brightening at a pace no comet should achieve. Its coma, the surrounding gas cloud, is swelling at exponential rates. At first, I suspected instrument error. I've seen glitches before, but every telescope confirmed the same. The measurements were real. The coma's diameter quickly exceeded 400,000 miles. For context, that's more than half the sun's diameter. Jupiter itself could fit inside it with room to spare. A comet shouldn't behave like this. Its mass ejection rates are thousands of times greater than anything recorded in our solar system. Here's the paradox. By all known physics, an object venting this explosively should have disintegrated. Cometary nuclei are fragile, loose collections of ice and rock. I've watched similar comets self-destruct in spectacular displays. Yet Three-Eye Atlas refuses to break. Its structure is shockingly solid, dense, architecturally coherent against forces that should pulverize it. I can say with absolute certainty, this is not a typical comet. And then came the most disturbing observation. A narrow focused beam of light projecting forward along its trajectory. Not a diffuse tail, not random flaring, a coherent, deliberate light beam cutting through space. Physics says this shouldn't exist naturally, and yet there it is, steady, unwavering, pointing directly ahead. I asked myself the question I never thought I'd ask in my career: could this be technology? Could this be a probe from another civilization, navigating through our solar system using tools far beyond our understanding? Spectroscopic analysis adds more questions than answers. Minimal water ice, yet abundant heavy elements and complex organics. An object that behaves chemically like a factory rather than a frozen rock. Every photon we capture confirms its strangeness. And as it approaches perihelion, the closest point to our sun, every stress test we know of will push it to extremes. Any conventional object would tear itself apart. But will Three-Eye Atlas, or will it emerge transformed, revealing a truth humanity isn't ready to confront? We won't know for weeks. During superior conjunction, it will pass behind the sun. Invisible to, this is a technological object. This is the perfect moment to execute maneuvers we cannot even detect. Gravity assists, trajectory adjustments, or something entirely beyond our imagination. So here's the question that keeps me awake. What is this object? A natural phenomenon we cannot yet explain, or something deliberately engineered, a message or machine crossing interstellar space? The evidence compels us to consider possibilities that until now were relegated to science fiction. I urge you to watch closely, because when it reappears from behind the sun, the universe may answer a question none of us dared ask. The moment I first saw the images from Hubble, I felt a chill. The comet's surrounding gas and dust cloud was not behaving like any comet ever documented. Typically, a comet's coma expands slowly, methodically, over weeks or months. You can model it, predict it. But Three-Eye Atlas, its coma was growing at rates so extreme, so violent, that our molar instruments, this is the ultimate blind spot. And yet, if Dells broke instantly, we are talking colossal proportions. The first measurements already suggested a cloud spanning more than 400,000 miles across, but within days, new observations indicated it could be far larger. To put this in perspective, you could engulf Jupiter entirely within it with room left over. A comet is not supposed to do this. Physics itself seems to be holding its breath. And yet, this is just the beginning. The coma isn't uniform. It's a storm. Jets erupt from the hidden nucleus, violently expelling material in plumes that twist and spiral unpredictably. It's chaotic, turbulent, almost alive. My colleagues and I scrambled to check instruments, convinced there was a technical malfunction. But the readings were consistent across every observatory. Every telescope confirmed it. Nothing in our database even comes close. What this means is profound. The nucleus, this solid core hidden within the blades, is far more massive and solid than any preliminary estimates suggested. Our first assumptions of a city-sized core were naive. The data now points to a nucleus potentially 10, even 20 times larger. Maintaining structural integrity while ejecting material at these rates is almost impossible. I've spent my career studying celestial mechanics, and I cannot overstate how shocking this is. Then there's the rate of mass ejection, thousands of times greater than any known comet. The sheer energy required to expel this much matter is astronomical, literally beyond anything previously observed. And yet, 3I Atlas remains intact. It is surviving forces that would reduce any normal comet to a dispersed cloud of dust. This object is challenging our fundamental understanding of what materials in space can do. And here's the next puzzle. Its luminosity is not just bright, it fluctuates erratically. One moment it flares with unimaginable intensity, the next it dims almost completely. There's no pattern, no precedent. Comets react predictably to solar radiation. This one reacts like a sentient entity, almost as if it has internal processes controlling brightness, adjusting its output with intent. The deeper I dig, the more alarming the data becomes. We are witnessing a physical process that appears engineered, almost as if this object has been designed to survive extreme forces while projecting signals, manipulating light, and ejecting material in ways that defy natural expectations. And just when I think I've reached the limits of comprehension, the beam appears again, a tightly focused forward projected light cutting through space. Not a tail, not scattered radiation, but a coherent, directional projection, steady as a laser. It is physically impossible through natural processes as we understand them, yet here it is, silently announcing its presence, undeterred by every principle of physics we know. I have to ask, is it possible this is not a comet at all? Could this be an advanced probe, a machine, or a message traveling between stars? The idea is almost too speculative to entertain, and yet the evidence is compelling. We are forced to consider possibilities we never thought we would. And then comes the cruelest twist. In just a few days, it will pass behind the sun, completely invisible to every instrument on Earth. For weeks, we will be blind, forced to wait while it continues its journey, free to do whatever it intends while we watch nothing but the sun's glare. When it reemerges, it may have changed in ways we cannot imagine. The ultimate test of survival, the ultimate question of its nature, will unfold unseen. By the time the next set of Hubble images arrived, the scientific community was holding its collective breath. The forward projected light beam I mentioned before, it's not just a curiosity. Its coherence is beyond anything natural. Light in space usually scatters, diffuses, disperses, but this beam remains focused, unwavering, like a cosmic searchlight pointing straight along 3I Atlas's trajectory. When I first saw it, I couldn't believe my instruments. Every instinct screamed that this was impossible, and yet multiple observatories confirmed it independently. There's no error here. This is real. And it forces us to reconsider the very definition of a comet. Then came the spectroscopic data from the James Webb Space Telescope. The chemical signatures were shocking. Water ice, the main ingredient in every comet we've studied, was almost absent. Instead, we observed heavy organic compounds, complex molecules, and materials that shouldn't exist in these proportions in any natural comet. Essentially, 3I Atlas behaves more like a chemical factory than a frozen snowball. The implications are staggering. For any object to survive the stresses we've documented while ejecting such volatile materials requires an internal structure of unprecedented solidity. A natural comet is a loose conglomerate of ice, dust, and rock. This object isn't. It is compact, robust, and shockingly resilient. Its internal composition could plausibly sustain continuous high-energy outgassing without collapsing, a property no natural object we know possesses. And the light beam? Its energy is astronomical. Maintaining such coherence across millions of miles of space requires power and precision that ordinary physics cannot explain. Could it be a navigational tool, a propulsion system, a communication device? Every model we try fails. Every hypothesis is insufficient. I've spent decades in astrophysics, and I've never encountered anything like this. This object operates with the subtlety of a machine, the energy of a celestial powerhouse, and the scale of a cosmic phenomenon. Every second we watch, it challenges the boundaries of human understanding. Then comes the trajectory analysis, the beam, the unusual chemical composition, the fluctuating luminosity. All of it coincides with tiny deviations in its path. It does not drift passively. It executes maneuvers too precise to be caused solely by outgassing. Calculations suggest deliberate, almost intelligent adjustments to its trajectory. The data is consistent across weeks of observation. This is not random chaos. Something is controlling its motion, or it follows physical laws we do not yet comprehend. And now, the ultimate paradox. In just days, 3I Atlas will disappear behind the sun. For several agonizing weeks, it will be completely unobservable. We will have no idea what changes it undergoes, no way to track whether it alters course, accelerates, or even performs maneuvers during its hidden passage. The sun will obscure everything, leaving only questions. The more I analyze this object, the more it challenges assumptions, blurs the line between natural and artificial, between comet and machine. We are witnessing a phenomenon that could redefine everything we thought we knew about the cosmos. Its composition, behavior, and sheer resilience are rewriting the physics textbooks as we speak. And when it reemerges, we will face the ultimate question. Is it still a comet, or something far more sophisticated? Could we be observing technology sent across the stars, a probe designed to survive interstellar travel and operate autonomously? The evidence is accumulating faster than we can process it. For the global scientific community, this is unprecedented. Instruments, models, predictions, all rendered almost irrelevant by a single object that refuses to conform to known physics. For weeks, all we can do is wait, observe, and theorize. And theorizing is both exhilarating and terrifying because 3I Atlas is consistently proving that reality can exceed our wildest scientific imagination. Now, 3I Atlas is hurtling toward perihelion, the point in its orbit closest to the sun. Here, the gravitational forces are at their maximum, and solar radiation will bombard the object with energy levels few natural bodies can withstand. Every prediction suggests catastrophic consequences for a standard comet. Normally, this is the moment a comet fragments under intense heat and internal pressure, erupting into clouds of dust and debris. Yet for 3I Atlas, nothing about its behavior is ordinary. Observations show it continues to survive, even thrive under these extreme conditions. Its massive coma remains intact, its internal structure unshaken, and the forward projected beam persists with absolute precision. It is a cosmic enigma operating under conditions that would destroy any known natural object. We are now approaching a unique observational challenge. In just days, the object will pass directly behind the sun from our perspective, a superior conjunction. For weeks, the sun's blinding glare will completely obscure our instruments. We will have no visual, no infrared, no spectroscopic data. During this interval, 3i Atlas can continue whatever activity it performs entirely unmonitored. From a purely physical perspective, this is the ultimate stress test. Any natural cometary body subjected to the combination of solar gravity, intense radiation, and continuous outgassing at rates we've observed should fragment almost instantly. Instead, 3i Atlas shows zero signs of structural weakness. This alone demands a re-evaluation of its composition. The nucleus cannot be a loose aggregation of ice and dust. It must be extraordinarily dense, resilient, and possibly constructed in ways that defy conventional comet physics. Now consider the speculative possibilities. If 3i Atlas is not a natural object, this period of invisibility could be its opportunity. A technologically advanced probe could exploit the sun's gravity as a slingshot, adjusting its trajectory with precision impossible for any ordinary comet. This is not science fiction. It is a real, scientifically plausible scenario given the anomalous behaviors we have already documented. The forward direction light beam, the chemical anomalies, the survival under extreme solar stress all suggest the object operates under principles we cannot yet explain. Could it be conducting repairs, reconfiguring systems, or even preparing for an advanced maneuver that will only become visible when it emerges from behind the sun? The thought is chilling. For weeks, we will be blind to the possibilities. And here is the critical point. The sun's obscuring glare does not just hide the object, it grants it freedom from observation. Every instrument humanity has painstakingly deployed is rendered powerless. This is the ultimate cosmic cliffhanger, a period where 3i Atlas can perform actions entirely invisible to us. Every scenario we imagine, from natural cometary physics to advanced alien technology, remains unresolved until it reappears. I find myself compelled to ask, what could it do in absolute secrecy? Will it accelerate, pivot, or alter its orbit with precision that only an intelligent system could achieve? Could it even prepare a demonstration of capabilities that surpass our comprehension? The thought alone is enough to keep any astrophysicist awake at night. The remaining days before superior conjunction are the calm before a storm we cannot observe. Every observation we make now is critical, capturing the final moments before temporary blindness. And when it reemerges, the questions we face will be unprecedented. What transformation occurred during its hidden weeks? Did the object maintain its trajectory, or has it executed maneuvers imperceptible to us? Every scenario is possible. The universe has presented us with an object that systematically defies explanation. It challenges natural laws, redefines cometary physics, and forces us to confront the possibility that interstellar objects may not be what they appear. And as a scientist, I can only watch, analyze, and theorize, knowing that for weeks, the cosmos holds its secret tightly behind the sun. Now, 3i Atlas has entered the ultimate observational blind spot. From Earth, it is entirely hidden behind the sun's overwhelming glare, a period astronomers call superior conjunction. For weeks, no telescope, no satellite, no instrument can provide a single measurement. We are literally blind to its behavior, and yet all prior data suggests this object is unlike anything humanity has ever observed. Weeks of uncertainty stretched before us. Every data point we captured before superior conjunction is now a foundation for speculation. Every prior anomaly, the beam, the massive coma, the hyperbolic trajectory, now serves as a clue. And yet we are powerless to confirm, to measure, to validate. Humanity is watching the universe's most enigmatic visitor operate in absolute secrecy. The period of invisibility is not just a cliffhanger. It is an unprecedented cosmic experiment. When 3i Atlas emerges, we will confront evidence of whatever decisions it made while unobserved. Will it remain on its predicted trajectory? Will it display signs of intelligent maneuvering? Will it reveal new structural or energetic anomalies? Every possibility exists, and we have no way of knowing which path the object has chosen. For weeks, the sun hides its secrets, and when 3I Atlas finally reappears, the global astronomical community will be confronted with a moment of truth unlike any in recorded history. The data we capture at that point will challenge everything we thought we understood about interstellar objects. And as a scientist, I cannot overstate the gravity of this moment. We are standing on the precipice of potentially rewriting the rules of physics, astronomy, and perhaps even our understanding of intelligent activity in the cosmos. We are watching something in our skies that should not exist. 3I Atlas, a visitor from the dark reaches between the stars, is approaching perihelion, the closest point to our sun, where the intensity of solar radiation and gravitational forces reaches its absolute peak. Every conventional model predicts that any object of its size exhibiting such violent outgassing should fragment, disintegrating into a cloud of dust and ice. Yet here it is, maintaining structural integrity against forces that should have torn it apart. I have spent decades studying celestial mechanics, and I have never seen anything remotely like this. Its surrounding coma, already colossal, is expanding at rates that defy all known cometary physics. Observatories worldwide have confirmed this independently. The cloud now dwarfs our planet Jupiter and stretches hundreds of thousands of miles across. The rate of mass ejection is extraordinary, thousands of times more than typical comets in our solar system. Yet 3I Atlas does not break. It behaves as though it were designed to withstand these extreme conditions, as if its internal architecture is something far beyond natural formation. Through the James Webb Space Telescope, we are analyzing the chemical fingerprints of the ejected material. The results are shocking. While carbon dioxide dominates, water ice, the primary ingredient of every known comet, is surprisingly sparse. Instead, we detect complex organic compounds and heavy elements, arranged in proportions that make no sense for a natural icy body. This is no ordinary comet. It behaves more like a chemical factory, a system of organized materials engineered for purposes we cannot yet comprehend. Then came another anomaly. 3I Atlas is projecting a tightly focused, coherent beam of light from its leading edge, pointing directly along its trajectory. This is unprecedented. In all my years, I have never witnessed a comet emit a directional, laser-like beam. The energy required to maintain such coherence is orders of magnitude beyond any natural process. Multiple observatories confirm this phenomenon independently. This is real. The implications are staggering. What we are observing could be advanced technology, possibly an interstellar probe with navigation systems that manipulate light and trajectory with astonishing precision. Weeks of uncertainty stretch before us. Every data point we captured before superior conjunction is now a foundation for speculation. Every prior anomaly, the beam, the massive coma, the hyperbolic trajectory, now serves as a clue. And yet, we are powerless to confirm, to measure, to validate. Humanity is watching the universe's most enigmatic visitor operate in absolute secrecy. The period of invisibility is not just a cliffhanger, it is an unprecedented cosmic experiment. When 3I Atlas emerges, we will confront evidence of whatever decisions it made while unobserved. Will it remain on its predicted trajectory? Will it display signs of intelligent maneuvering? Will it reveal new structural or energetic anomalies? Every possibility exists, and we have no way of knowing which path the object has chosen. For weeks, the sun hides its secrets, and when 3I Atlas finally reappears, the global astronomical community will be confronted with a moment of truth unlike any in recorded history. The data we capture at that point will challenge everything we thought we understood about interstellar objects. And as a scientist, I cannot overstate the gravity of this moment. We are standing on the precipice of potentially rewriting the rules of physics, astronomy, and perhaps even our understanding of intelligent activity in the cosmos. We are watching something in our skies that should not exist. 3I Atlas, a visitor from the dark reaches between the stars, is approaching perihelion, the closest point to our sun, where the intensity of solar radiation and gravitational forces reaches its absolute peak. Every conventional model predicts that any object of its size, exhibiting such violent outgassing, should fragment, disintegrating into a cloud of dust and ice. Yet here it is, maintaining structural integrity against forces that should have torn it apart. I have spent decades studying celestial mechanics, and I have never seen anything remotely like this. Its surrounding coma, already colossal, is expanding at rates that defy all known cometary physics. Observatories worldwide have confirmed this independently. The cloud now dwarfs our planet Jupiter and stretches hundreds of thousands of miles across. The rate of mass ejection is extraordinary, thousands of times more than typical comets in our solar system. Yet, 3I Atlas does not break. It behaves as though it were designed to withstand these extreme conditions, as if its internal architecture is something far beyond natural formation. Through the James Webb Space Telescope, we are analyzing the chemical fingerprints of the ejected material. The results are shocking. While carbon dioxide dominates water ice, the primary ingredient of every known comet is surprisingly sparse. Instead, we detect complex organic compounds and heavy elements, arranged in proportions that make no sense for a natural icy body. This is no ordinary comet. It behaves more like a chemical factory, a system of organized materials engineered for purposes we cannot yet comprehend. Then came another anomaly. 3I Atlas is projecting a tightly focused, coherent beam of light from its leading edge, pointing directly along its trajectory. This is unprecedented. In all my years, I have never witnessed a comet emit a directional, laser-like beam. The energy required to maintain such coherence is orders of magnitude beyond any natural process. Multiple observatories confirm this phenomenon independently. This is real. The implications are staggering. What we are observing could be advanced technology, possibly an interstellar probe with navigation systems that manipulate light and trajectory with astonishing precision. Now, as 3I Atlas moves behind the sun from our perspective, we enter a period of observational blindness called superior conjunction. For weeks, all Earth-based and orbital instruments are blind to it, hidden in the sun's overwhelming glare. This is the most critical phase yet. Any natural object in this position would be subjected to immense thermal and gravitational stress, likely breaking apart. But if this is an engineered craft, these weeks provide the perfect opportunity for maneuvers, gravity assists, trajectory shifts, or adjustments that no human telescope can observe. We are confronted with a profound question. Is 3I Atlas simply a natural cosmic anomaly exhibiting exotic but ultimately explainable physics, or is it a deliberate artifact, a message, or a probe sent from another civilization across interstellar space? Its behavior, structural resilience, unusual chemistry, colossal coma, directional light, defies natural explanations and demands we consider the unthinkable. When 3I Atlas finally emerges from behind the sun, we will have no knowledge of what transpired during its hidden passage. It could appear unchanged, or it could reveal a transformation that challenges every assumption we hold about the nature of objects traveling between the stars. Until that moment, we must grapple with the possibility that humanity is witnessing the first confirmed example of an interstellar technological artifact entering our solar system. This is not speculation for entertainment. It is urgent, data-driven, and real. Every telescope, every sensor, every model will be scrutinized. The implications for astrophysics, planetary science, and potentially even our understanding of intelligent life are profound. What 3I Atlas is, what it represents, and what it will do next are questions we cannot yet answer. But the evidence accumulating in real time is forcing all of us, scientists and enthusiasts alike, to confront a reality that is both exhilarating and terrifying. We are at the edge of human knowledge, staring at something that should not exist, behaving in ways that defy every expectation, and hiding from our gaze at the moment of maximum cosmic stress. The final act of Three Eye Atlas's journey is coming, and when it reveals itself, the world will have to reconsider everything we thought we knew about the cosmos.